The markets, bank Nifty at all-time high. The Nifty starting about 26,200 points. Sensex climbing 125 points. So the key benchmark indices of the Indian stock markets, Sensex and Nifty 50, opening higher following upbeat global market cues. My colleague Hina Gambhir is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Hina, what are the markets cheering?
Well, there are a lot of things that markets are cheering this morning, but let's tell you what levels are Sensex and Nifty at right now. As we speak, Nifty, in fact, has breached its all-time high level of 26,277. It's seeing a gain of about 75 odd points. And as far as Sensex is concerned, Pratibha, it is just at a kissing distance away from its all-time high level of 85,978. This last all-time high, in fact, was seen in September last year. And from then, we have seen markets not really doing very well because of a number of reasons. The most important, of course, one was the tariffs that were imposed on India by U.S. President Donald Trump. And now we are seeing markets back at all-time high levels. Now, what is the reason behind this exuberance? There are a lot of factors fueling this kind of a bullish run in both Sensex as well as Nifty on Dalal Street particularly. One of them is that the crude oil prices have been seeing a drop. They are hovering around just $60 per barrel, which is good news for a country like India and its macros. So that is one. Apart from that, global markets have been doing pretty well. That's lending some positivity here on Dalal Street. Then tomorrow, in fact, India's GDP data is expected to be released. Remember, first quarter GDP surprised us at 7.8%. GST bonanza is likely to give us a good number tomorrow as well for the second quarter. So that's another reason why markets are happy. Then progress is being made on India-US trade deal. That's another reason why overall investors are feeling good about the sentiment going forward. That is another reason why markets are looking pretty good. And lastly, in December, some people feel there is a higher possibility of a rate cut by U.S. Fed. So that's another good thing that the markets, are feeling good about. And that's the reason why we are seeing this cheer in the market on Dalal Street. Largely, Indian markets are following the global trends right now. Global markets are looking good. Foreign investors are also putting in a lot of money on Indian stocks, and that's why our markets are looking also pretty good right now.
Okay, so rate cut rally extending, global trends, and of course the trade talks between US and India. But Hina, is this sentiment likely to continue?
Well, fingers crossed. If the trade deal announcement comes soon, then this sentiment is expected to continue. This bullish momentum is expected to continue. Apart from that, Pratibha, there is one more reason that markets are pretty happy, and that is, perhaps the Russia-Ukraine peace plan that's also being discussed. As reports suggest that U.S. has been preparing a peace plan to end the ongoing war. That's another factor that markets are very, very, hopeful of. And remember, markets behave as per trends. If there is an anticipation of something happening in a particular event, you will see markets reacting in a certain way. So right now, the expectation is that perhaps there's going to be an agreement on peace plan between Russia and Ukraine. So markets feel that that could bring some kind of stability. Nobody really likes wars. Apart from that, remember, we've been talking about a trade deal announcement between India and United States of America very, very soon. All the positive commentary we've been getting from both the sides on this particular aspect. So the anticipation is that, okay, soon, perhaps in the next few weeks or so, we could hear some good news on trade deal front as well between both the countries. So that's something what markets are really looking forward to. Indications are it's going to come sooner than later. That's why you're seeing this positive sentiment on the Dalal Street.
All right, Hina, thank you for joining us with those details. So some good news coming in from the markets as they're in full momentum. All right, with that, let's shift our attention now to more breaking updates coming in. The death toll in the deadly fire